Hey guys. Okay, my name is Mary, and I just wanted to say I've been seeing a lot of paranormal stuff happen. Um, and disclaimer, this is a non-edited video. Um, but that door, it does move back and forth without anyone touching it and without any wind. But, there's been other instances, like it's really kind of creepy. Um, YouTube, this is my first video, but me and my boyfriend, we believe wholeheartedly that there are supernatural entities that do help and do try to hurt people. And these are my accounts from just this past, year and a half. I moved in with my boyfriend last April. Um, and there was something not good in that house. It pushed me down the stairs. Mind you, it pushed me. I had handprints on the top of my back and below my back. Like something or two things just pushed me. At that time, there was only two children, not mine. His nephews, um, in the back room. My boyfriend was downstairs. Um, but all I can remember from that moment is I slipped or was pushed, and then I wound up at the bottom of at the landing. Mind you, no one else was in the house. Um, this spirit was so bad, and it was attached to the children's father. Every time we would mention, hey, we should get this house blessed, or hey, let's go to church, so much happened. I was getting possessed. Well, not possessed, but like the spirits would come through me, and they would communicate with my boyfriend, but at that time it was just him. I found out that I am a relative of somehow with Lizzie Borden. That's another story. But I forgot where I was going with this. Okay. That whole, couple months that we were staying there, it was really bad. My boyfriend told me when he was in the car with the boy's father, you know, it was like he would mention something about, cleansing the house, spiritual cleansing, and getting everything out that was in there that was evil. And he told me that the hairs on his arm stood up. Like stood up like it was cold in that car. But it wasn't. So I'm like, okay, that's kind of weird, But it got so bad for me that I put my boyfriend in danger from having spirits in me. They would physically attack him using me. Then I would be choked out, and they would come through me saying help. You know, it's coming. What's coming? You know? Um I've seen shadows in my corners, in the corners of my room, especially that one and that one. Mind you, this is where my bed is, and that's the door. So I was like, okay, that's normal, I guess. Because, things, shadows and stuff. No. Not when, you see a shadow in pitch darkness and it's blacker than the darkness. There have been so many instances that it's insane. I don't want this no more. I don't want it, but I'm in it, and it's kind of weird. It's really weird, and I'm like, why specifically me and him? You know, like I try to keep it like light in here and stuff. Trying to like not invite them in, but it doesn't help that where I'm at, this whole area, there's two streets that in the area and circumference of the area, it it's ancient burial grounds, which means we're on top of spirits, and that's kind of crazy, cuz I'm like, that's already grounds for hauntings and stuff. People say, "Oh, hauntings aren't real." Yes, they are. Yeah, they are. They are real, and they can have really dangerous consequences if you especially antagonize and use the Ouija board. You never know what you're gonna encounter with the Ouija board. You don't. But one of the famous YouTubers that I love to watch and have been watching for years on end now, Shane Dawson, he brings up a lot of stuff that, kind of is true. You know, Especially his like sleep paralysis, that I've never had that happen to me, but I've talked to some people that have had that happen to me, and it's just insanity, you know. Maryland has some of the most oldest buildings, especially in Patterson. Patterson Bowling Alley, that's lanes, I guess, 9 and 13 are haunted. My boyfriend works there actually, and I believe that there are there's a lot of activity going on there because it's old. The machines are old, like they're from the 30s and 40s, and it's one of the first bowling alleys in America, and it's kind of crazy on how when he comes home and tells me these things, like, that's so cool, I want to go see. And he told me that one night one of his fellow co-workers was in there messing, switching something off. How old machines have like this like that, and but this was just like a full on like 10-minute long growl. Now, do you think machines would be able to do that? Mm-mm. There's got no. There's something in that bowling alley that refuses to leave. We don't know what the area was before it was even a bowling alley. You search up Patterson, Maryland. You know, barely any history comes up. But why is that? Since it's one of the oldest towns, why is there no history on it whatsoever? Why is the historical foundation not funding them to, preserve that area? Wanna know why? It's because it's haunted. It is the most haunted area that I know in Maryland, and that's saying something. But they will not do it because I'm guessing it's dangerous. You see how that shadow shifted a little bit? Yeah, that's kind of creepy. But the paranormal is nothing to take lightly. Nothing. It's I suggest if you do ever encounter a Ouija board, I suggest you you carry a cross on you, and you know go to a church and dunk it in some holy water. Always keep it on you, just for that extra protection. Also, like gems and stones that you can find at like an apothecary store. That they help because it's positive, not negative. Also, if you have like old, like, family trinkets or whatever, do some research on it. Just like that family that had the Annabelle doll. they found out it was haunted, and they made a full movie on it. Everyone knows that Annabelle is haunted, it has something severe in it. Even Zach Bagans, did a whole spiel on that on his show Ghost Adventures, out of his own haunted museum. And, it's insanity, and, it's fun to think about. It's fun to think about using Ouija board, but it's not fun when you're using it. I can tell you this. It's not fun, and that's primarily where most of the evil entities come from. A lot of them, actually. So I'll leave you with this parting remark. Leave me comments, saying what else you want me to talk about. I'll do my research, talk about other um, things that did happen, with me, or, you know, continue on things. I'll even try to do like a, a video with, my boyfriend telling you guys what happened, and it's not for the faint of heart. So let me know. Hopefully we can, do something, talk about things, let me know down in the comments. And I'll leave you with this. Just stay safe. Okay, guys, have a great day.